It's late at night. I'm in my office. I'm doing deed research and figured I'd record a video with you guys. I want to show you exactly how I'm going to do some deep research here to find a 5-acre lot in the middle of nowhere in West Texas in Ward County with little to no information. This is like landman work, stuff that they used to do back in the courthouse, but nowadays is done electronically, basically. So what we're looking at here is lot 8, which I currently own in section 1, block 33 of Ward County, Texas. All right, this, as you can see, has no location info, no way of actually knowing where lot 8 of section 1, block 33 H&TC Railway is. So how are we gonna find this? All right, what we need is a plat of some kind. And luckily, they recorded some other lots in this section simply using Texas file. You can pull deeds from the courthouse and documents. So I went in and pulled all of these deeds for section 1 back in the day. I actually had them all saved in my computer. And as you can see, this one deed happens to have a plat. This is a plat with like no lots labeled on it. It's kind of weird. This is the best plat I've been able to find. It's really hard to read these lots, but you can make them out. There's lot 1, lot 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8. So there's my lot right here. Okay, so we have this plat map. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on Google Earth. This is EarthPoint. It's a good tool that links up seamlessly to Google Earth. So we got block 33, section 1, hit fly to on Google Earth. And it's automatically going to pull up a KMZ file. All right, so here's the section. Be careful with EarthPoint. It can be off a little bit, but for most point, it's pretty accurate. All right, so we got this, as you can see, really matches up to what I'm seeing on Google Earth. You got this river, the Pecos River right here, and this long, weird shaped section. It matches this. All right, so now we just need to find where lot 8 is in here. It's obviously somewhere down here along the river. What's tricky here is that there's actually a canal, and there's not a great way to get over the canal, which is interesting. So if you own this land along the river, you're actually gonna have to find a way over this canal, which there's one right here. There's a culvert, probably. That's a pipeline. So you can go that way. Otherwise, I'm actually not quite sure how you would access this property, but it has great value because it's along the river, and this is the only river in this area of Texas for like miles and miles, probably hundreds of miles. It's the only public, not public, this is the only water source. So it makes the land worth something, right? So how are we going to determine where this is? Well, the best way I could figure out to do it, since they don't have a lot description like this one, this is lot 9. Ideally, they would have recorded this for lot 8. These are old paper subdivisions they did in Texas and a lot of places. They did not do everything that they should have done. They just slapped a piece of paper like this, one page, and recorded it and called it good. Now this one is a better job. Lot 9, it's got 4 pages. It's even got the plat map in here. It's got a little picture of the lot and a little description. Now, the best way I can think to do this is to come to this plat map, and we know that lot 8 is right here. So if we can find a description for like lot 9, we can pull this corner and this corner. If we can get lot 7, we can do that corner and that corner. Now, I don't know if lot 7 has, see, lot 7 is just a one pager. So that kind of sucks. So you're going to be left, without two of the corners, basically. Unless what I can do is maybe go up and here's lot 8. This looks like lot 16. However, I'm not sure those corners even link up. As you look here, like these corners are a little offset. So really all you can do is find the western two corners and then maybe make an assumption that lot 8 has the same northern 248 feet or so as lot 9, since they all kind of look the same. So maybe you can make an inference and pull the northeast corner of lot 8 based on that information. You can come down here and say, well, lot 8 is as wide as lot 9. So, you can kind of get these two corners and then measure over and pull the northeast corner right here. Well, it's going to be tough. So this can get tricky. This can get sketchy. And the problem is no surveyor is really going to want to mess with this. To try and piece this together and survey it out is going to be impossible. So this is why a lot of this land is so cheap in different areas, because you have so many various problems such as this going on. Okay, so let's take a look at lot 9, see if we can put this on the map. We got to come up here. It's an old Texas meets and bounds description right here. Being a tract of land, section 1, okay, at a point 225 north, 40 east, 1676 north, 76 west from the southeast corner of the section, and also known as the northwest corner of lot 8. So when we go this footage from section corner, we're going to have the northwest corner of lot 8. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're southeast corner of the section, which is right here, right? And I'm going to go ahead and pull this over on my other screen just so I can do it. But it's saying to go 225 feet. So from here, 225 feet north, 40 degrees east. So here's your degrees. North 40 east, right about here. It follows this section line, obviously. Go 225. Well, first let me get exactly on the corner here. All right. So 225. And as you can tell, it's not exact. This is not an exact science. It's 41 degrees or so that earth point's showing. So I'm going to go ahead and put it like right there. It's right on the edge of this canal. All right. Now, from that point right there, we got to go north 76 degrees west. So north 76 degrees west. You take 360 minus 76. You're at 284. So look at this degrees number, 284. Okay, we got to go 1676. So it appears to be like right about here. That's pretty close. Okay, so it's calling that the northwest corner of lot 8 and the northeast corner of lot 9. Go ahead and drop a pin. Call it northwest lot 8. Okay. Now it says, back to the description, go this amount of feet to the northwest corner of lot 9. We aren't really interested in that. Go south 40 west, that to get to the southwest corner. Go this to get to the southeast corner, and this amount to get back to the point of beginning to the northeast corner. So really all we need to do is go north 40 degrees east. So it's going to be south 40 degrees west. This footage right here. And we'll get to the southeast corner of this lot. All right, so we're going to take from this point here. Going to be south 40 degrees, which will be 220. Now, this is me double checking because I can see the rivers right there. So I did it right, you know. So we're going 1,053. It's pretty much right there. And that lines up pretty much exact with the riverbank. Rivers tend to change over time, obviously. So this is going to be southwest lot 8 and the southeast of lot 9. Okay, so lot 9 is somewhere, you know, right here. Lot 8 is right here. The problem is, back to our conundrum, is we really have no way of telling the eastern points of lot 8. We need lot 7 and its description, which they didn't file. It's just a one pager, which is, you know, sad. And you know, we don't have any lots up here that we can use. Now the best we can do is sort of make an assumption that lot 8 is also 248 feet along the north side. Is that going to be exact? No, that's not. But I'm probably going to, you know, I'll probably drop it right here. So it's going to be, what's the heading here? North 76 west. So 284, 76, you're going to have to come back this way. 248 feet. So to come 76 this way, that's 284 from this way. How much would that be? I have to think about this for a second. You can't come 76. It's going to have to be more than that. It'll have to be another 14 on the other side of 90. So it'll be 104. This can get tricky. You just have to think about it. So 248 at a heading of 104. So this is approximately the northeast corner of 8. Now, we know the heading, right? Because we have this plat map and we know the headings are all the same here. Because you look at all of these lines and they are parallel. So I could actually follow this heading and take it to the river and find approximately the southeast corner. So that heading is south, let's see, to the northwest. So it's south 40 west, right? South 40 west, 220, right there. You follow this heading to the riverbank. That's approximately what we're looking at for lot 8, southeast. Now this is very, very approximate. All right, these two I'm pretty confident in. When you're doing GPS coordinates on Google Earth like this, depends on the area. Sometimes I can get within 10 feet of what a surveyor would do. Other times where you got a sketchy plat map, you're dealing with a river that may have moved, you know, you got a bunch of crazy stuff going on. It's not exactly accurate as much. Now, these are probably, you know, certainly within 100 feet, probably within 50 feet, maybe, but there's no way to actually tell corners of a piece of land without getting a surveyor out there. And the surveyor is going to come out and mark these section corners. They're going to find the old pins that the people put in the ground in like the I don't know, early 1900s in Texas, you know? So, and I'll also add, when you're dealing with a river section like this or something with a creative boundary that's crazy like this, it's going to cost them even more money because they're going to have to go out and they're going to want to find the actual and mark the actual boundary of the river to do this, you know? So to survey this could actually probably cost as much, if not more, than the land itself. So what does that mean? It means you're stuck with an approximate piece of land. It's almost, I feel like, the honor system. Like, this is your piece. You have the deed. You've done a good job approximating the corners. This is recreational land. You're not going to build anything permanent. Don't ever build anything permanent unless you get a survey on your land to know exactly where the corners are. You drill a well, you want it to be on your land, right? So this is recreational land. You have the deed. It's a good chunk. It's right along the river. You know, it's perfectly fine to go out there and shoot some guns and camp and, you know, have a fire and roast marshmallows and, you know, have a good time. And that is, you know, that's what this is used for. That's why a lot of these pieces are so cheap. So hope you found this interesting. A lot of these deeds and research can get really crazy. You really just have to be creative. Start with what you have, what you know, and really think creatively and brainstorm from there. How can you make this? How can you fill in the missing pieces and paint a picture of what you need? In this case, the GPS corners for this lot. A lot of good online resources where you can pull documents for every single state. GIS mapping. It always comes down to the plat map. At the end of the day, you need a plat map, and ideally you need a survey. It's not always going to make sense to pay for a survey though. So hope you found this entertaining. Hopefully I got the GPS coordinates now. I'm gonna try and market this land to somebody and it'll sell. It's a nice piece along the river, cheap little piece. So deed research and stuff, it can be time consuming, but it's fun. It's like being a detective.